the next 6 months of the biggest builders merchant in England. Yeah, mega quick bloody hard for it. Yeah. I earn good money, I've got a nice car, I've got a beautiful house, I have a really nice life, I'm very lucky. But I thought, I'm allowed to swear. I swear a lot, so I'm trying to be good and he's putting me on edge. But I think if you take away all the material stuff, because it doesn't matter, all that, I thought I'm very lucky because I've got such a nice family and friends, I've got a job that I love and that really supported me over the last 9 months, and that's what makes me lucky. But what people don't see, they see all the nice holidays and really lucky. On the 24th of October last year, I've never said this out loud.
I'll just take your time.
On the 24th of October last year, I rang myself an ambulance because I was, it's a nice way to say fucked. I was on my knees, completely broken. I'll go through why shortly. But I really struggled with it, and I mentioned to Steve in the kitchen, when it first happened back in September, I had a really hard time with what happened, and I kept saying, this doesn't happen to me, it's not me, I'm not that person, I'm mentally strong, and I am. Anyone who knows me, Sean from years ago, happy little Jane, so nobody's ever seen me not smiling, yeah? Dead upbeat, I can find a positive in every single negative situation. I get quite annoying with it, if I'm honest. But with this, I couldn't. And I got diagnosed with PTSD after what happened, which was PTSD, that's just people in army, like completely oblivious to it, should know better. It's a weird story. It sounds like something off Hollyoaks. I'm not going to say better so because it is that, but that's really what happened. So I've been in a relationship for 3 years with somebody that I shouldn't have been with at work, who was a lot older than me. I've recently learned the word narcissist. Never heard of that word before, no idea what that was. Very emotionally abusive, but really sneaky with it. So I learned about love bombing, like what the hell is that? So great relationship start, it's all fantastic. We worked together. So I work in health and safety. He was an operations director. We was on the same leadership team, so sat in these meetings, nobody knowing what we were doing at night or in the morning. Having a wild time, going out, being great and all this. And then slowly, and I don't know what happened, little things started to break me down. Till I had no confidence left really, and that wasn't me because I've always been really confident. But I just felt a bit squished. I moved from safety into operations. I worked all over the country before. I spent the last 10 years living in a Premier Inn, basically, all over the country. Never been at home, which again, well-being. So I moved into operations, and now I look after Cumbria. So I came home and I started spending more and more time in the week at home, which was a really weird thing. I went from one experience to the other, and then COVID hit. And I really struggled changing my job. So at a time where I didn't really have much confidence left anyway, because I've been made to feel a bit shit about myself, I was always really good at my job, really good. I won loads of awards, and I changed, and that knocked my confidence more. So at this point, I was just struggling, really struggling. And then randomly, the guy I was seeing went away, and he was really quiet for a week after. So that was strange because he was very full on. Didn't really know what was happening. And then randomly, overnight, 6th of September. I've got an issue with our age difference, and you live so far away. I never see him. I was on my own. Everything was about me and what I was doing wrong. You've changed your job. We bought a new car. You got told it was so random. Yeah. So again, my happy little self kind of just took that. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. And then I went on holiday. I went to my cousin's wedding in Portugal. It's a strange, long story, this. I know I'm dragging it in it, so I talk about going against but whatever. I went to Portugal. Did not want to be there, especially at a wedding. Like, my relationship was gone tits up, and it was all my fault. And I randomly looked on Facebook, the root of all evil, and saw the reasons why it had gone tits up, and it wasn't my fault. It was a beautiful blonde woman from Wales, which explained a lot. At this point, I hadn't really slept for about 2 months because I was just spiraling out of control, pretty much on my knees. And I took, my mum thinks I tried to take an overdose, and I didn't. I took 2 paracetamol, 2 ibuprofen, 2 sleeping tablets, and I woke up on the floor, looking up at my mum, looking very worried. We said trigger warnings then, but when I woke up, I was covered in blood and I'd had a miscarriage. I didn't
feel that.
Yeah. I didn't know I was pregnant. Yeah. I was in Portugal. My life had just exploded, and I went to hospital, obviously, trying to hide it from my dad because it's a woman thing. We don't talk about it. My dad's oblivious anyway. And I went to this Portuguese hospital where nobody spoke bloody English. I have no idea why I'm there. I didn't know I'd had a miscarriage because I weren't pregnant. Well, obviously I was. So I was in this hospital bed in Portugal, just thinking, what the hell has happened in 2 weeks? What did I was dead happy before. If you unravel it a bit, I obviously wasn't emotionally abused for 3 years. So I blame myself. I like to do that. Because I didn't know I'd been out drinking, we'd had a really good time. Like, it's my fault. And he agreed. Yeah, it's my fault. I didn't tell him first. I tried to cope with it myself a little bit, push my mum away because I was just freaking out about it. And then I got back, and this is where like I saw the pictures and I said like, oh, I've seen why. It just got really weird between us. Well, it's alright. I've told her that I've got this best friend at work. We go everywhere together, so we can still see each other. So that's normal, isn't it? Yeah. But that's kind of weird. Right, okay, so I'm on my knees at this point. No, like, before this, I wouldn't have thought twice about telling somebody to fuck off. Right, because I stand up for myself, but I was just reduced so much. And, right, okay, well, I'll come down next weekend. And like, I was just like this little lost girl, I think. I just went back to being a kid and needing somebody to understand me. I think I did well getting up to that point. I thought I'd cry a lot earlier. So I was going to go down, but I was really ill, obviously. Just drained, and obviously I had to go down to him. He lived in Grantham, so it was 200 odd miles away. And then I said, oh, I can't come down, I'm not well enough, like I'm not going to make it. Oh, it's alright, we'll sort something next week, or whatever. Can't remember, we blocked a little bit out, we tried to. And in this moment of madness, I sat there and I'm thinking, I got a little bit of the old Jen back, and I thought, this isn't right. So when I met him, he had a girlfriend, which he didn't tell me that. I asked him if he was married. He said no, which wasn't until, well, I don't know if it was a lie or not, because I can't keep track. But he had a girlfriend, and I met this girlfriend when we went to this Works Award, and he turned up with her. 3 months, like, Wow. So that was hard. And I thought, no, it's not right. She really struggled. And I know I talked to her, she was a lovely woman. I felt awful because I don't do that. Like, I've got a really big thing about things like that. So I thought, it's not right, this. And I knew that he told this new woman. I obviously looked at her on Facebook, like, who is this woman? I knew everything about her. I knew more about her than he bloody did. She's got 3 young kids. She'd struggled with her mental health before. I've seen that she was following a lot of narcissistic abuse pages. So I'm thinking, oh God, love, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So I told her.
Is this the new one?
The new woman.
Yeah.
I messaged her and I said, I know I sound like a crazy, manipulative, vindictive, ex-crazy woman, because obviously you'd think that, wouldn't you? I said, but I'm not his friend. I put my house up for sale. I was going to move to Grantham of all places. Like, who wants to bloody live there? But it was at that point where it was serious. Like, so I told her the truth. He went ballistic, as you can imagine. She didn't reply.